Welcome to my channel. Everybody love Juju12 Talk Soups. I'm your host, Juju. Last night, Tuesday night, there was a lot of basketball that took place all over the league. Specifically, my eyes were focused on particularly Washington Mystics versus Angel Reese and the Sky. This game for the Sky would have been really a good win had they pulled it out. The Sky is still trying to find their identity. In my opinion, they still need a point guard. However, I think we're watching in real time Angel Reese develop a skill set as a point forward that could carve a niche for her in the league. Don't know if that's where she's going to land and permanently be, but I think it's a great idea. In the meantime, until Tyler Marsh and the GM Jeff figure it out. However, in the opposite end, Brittany Sykes had a phenomenal scoring night, 32 points, and the Rooks did very well too. The Rooks meaning Kiki Irfin and Sonia Sykes. We'll give you some highlights. Hopefully it'll allow me to do this and not flag my video. I haven't learned how to do to do this in another manner like others around. I'm all new at all of this, but I'm going to put this up. I just want to show y'all something. If you can see the screen, let's proceed with this. As you can see, Angel and the eyes were on Angel and Kiki at that power forward position. Angel taunting her, scoring on her. Highlights pretty much showed. And some people says, Kiki got cooked and all that. You're talking about a rookie, in my opinion. But hey, go off, y'all. Angel's but only a year older. Angel played phenomenal against her because these are the only highlights that I can find. Angel was a lot more mobile. She was attacking the basket. I do know if I could find highlights out there that Keeks did get the best of her as well against Angel. But here's the thing: Kiki shot 49.6%. Her percentage was very, 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 very good this game. She didn't get a double-double. She didn't reach double figures, I don't believe, in her rebounding or her scoring. But what I want to emphasize to you before those who are making videos, who I love all you guys and everything, but I gotta stick up. I gotta stick up for my Projan and I gotta stick up for Kiki. Because these two women are going to be phenomenal in the game. And before we start to create a rivalry or tear them down, let's keep it about basketball. Because here's my thing about basketball. My title is Sky versus Mystics. Did Angel have the more impactful game? According to everybody, Angel cooked her. But did she have the more impactful boards, in my opinion? No, she didn't. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the game, Kiki's board off of a air ball from Sykes was grabbed by Kiki and put back up. It was an impactful board that sealed the win. And at the end of the day, the Mystics got the win. Okay? So, in my opinion, she had the more impactful board. You can have more. Angel probably had one more board than her or two more boards than her. She scored more points than her, but she didn't have the impactful ball. You can, like I say, do you want to? Do you want to? Do you want to lose? Do you want to score 51 points and lose, or do you want to score 2 points and win? Because at the end of the day, Angel wouldn't care about anything else. She wouldn't care about those rebounds she got, those points she got. She honestly wanted to win. So if she would have had less than Kiki, but had the most impactful board to win the game, I think she would take that over all this other bull crap y'all are comparing her to. And don't forget, this is the first time they played each other. Kiki's a smart individual, Stanford grad, USC grad, engineer, baby. She's smart. Okay. So she plays her again. We'll probably have a different story. We'll probably have a different story. I'm sure Kiki's gonna come back with something real good. And but here's the thing. Kiki can't play out of the secrets of whatever defensive scheme her coach gives her. And if Angel has free roam to move around, you don't know. Her coach might have told her to switch. She might not can chase Angel all the way around. Now, if he changes up the defense and gives her free round to not switch, fight through, and stay one-on-one with her, let's see what happens then. What's up, RC? What's up, Tulip? Angel got round one, 3 games left. That's all I'm saying, Tulip. She got round one. Don't get too happy. Don't get too happy. We got 3 more games left. Kiki definitely not better than Angel. Okay, Dexter. All I said was she got the more impactful rebound. Juju can see you can see all their plays on the WNBA website. That's where I should have went. Thank you. I'm trying to look for that play because it was critical and it was important. And like I said, you can say what you want. You can give Angel that round, but I'm gonna give the most impactful board to Kiki because they won. So some will say, you know, she did all that. She did all that, but whatever she did, it didn't impact the game. It didn't impact the game enough for them to win. So if I was Kiki, I'd take that. I'll take that win, and I'll take the fact that she came in the game and changed the whole motion. That's what Kiki will do. Kiki will go out of the game natural with the Trojans and have 2 points in the first half and leave the game at 18, second half. Or she'll sit down most of the third, come back, and she always finds a way to impact the game. If you know Kiki, she's going to come back somehow to impact that game. Tulip said Slim was the difference. If Sky had Slim, they'd win. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking if they had Slim, they would have won. The individual matchup, Angel won. But like I said, there are another 3 matchups left. Plenty of time for Kiki to adapt. Plenty of time. And I feel like whatever anybody was looking forward to, rookie against sophomore, just the fact that you're even trying to compare her to Angel tells me all I need to know. I'll tell you this. When they were in college, Angel's senior year, who won the Katrina McClain Power Forward Award? It wasn't Angel. It was Kiki. Perhaps maybe because Kiki, the award has a lot to do with leadership and character, among other things. So maybe there was something for Angel to prove, but she's already got a jump on her. She's already got a year on her on Kiki. So Kiki got 3 more chances. Go to the website, click on Mystics, and Kiki, you can see the rebound you're talking about. So do you guys understand what I'm saying? I just wanted to come up here and make it clear because apparently I started to see people going to town on my girl and not even like giving. I mean, she must have been worthy enough. She must have been worthy enough to talk about because it sat there and went on and on and on about to prove that to prove that she was better. So she must have been worthy enough to talk about. You feel me? Kiki must have had something to talk about, and they must have been worried about it. So I think if I was Kiki, keep your head up, or you will be back. And like the fella said, you have 3 more opportunities to play Angel. Angels have been through a whole doggone season and a quarter of the WNBA. This your first time ever playing each other. I don't even think they've ever played each other. I don't even think they've ever played each other in college, yo. Hey, Kishelle, good morning. Website, click on Mystics. I'm gonna see if I can click on Mystics because I really felt that play. That play for me was a turnaround for the game, and it was very impactful to the win. And then again, that's what matters is a win at the end of the day. And on a heads up play, if I was looking for if I was compared to somebody in my position in the league and I'm going heads up, they got the best of me. But at the end of the day, I got the most important rebound to help my team secure the win. I'm feeling good about it. Yeah, I know what I need. I'll know later now what I'm up against and what I need to improve. But at the end of the day, I'd hold my head high because where was she? Where was she? Let's see if this is the play right here. This talks about Rookie of the Month highlight. So this is an appreciation video from my girl because um, I want her to keep her head up, and I want people to recognize her ability and her talent, and that next time around we gonna be ready. She gonna be ready. I can't find it, y'all. Specifically, that particular action you're talking about. I mean, I don't think they have it to where it just singles out unless I just open up the game and I got to fast forward to it. So I should have fooled around with it. Before I did that, before I came up here. But I thought it was going to be significant and easy to find. Uh, this, let's see. Let's see what you guys was talking about in here. You can see all their plays. I say no, Ernest. I say no in earnest because Kiki and the Mystics still a comeback win. That's real. That was a comeback. That's real to me. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So what's the difference? Oh yeah, we said that. Okay. Click on teams and Mystics and Kiki. Link. He said, "Get goddamn up and give me the link." Orange 6. Then click orange 600 rebounds. Wow, you guys know how to work this stuff. I appreciate this. I don't even think I can highlight this from here. Almost under stats. Yeah, it doesn't let you click the link. It doesn't let you click the link here, unfortunately. Like what you just did, it doesn't light up in blue. But I can go under stats. Oh, June 17. Rebounds. Doesn't have. That's Alana Smith with 13 last night for Minnesota. I guess she led in rebounds for the game. No, that was the 17th. What's today? Anyway, hold up. What's today, y'all? Today is June 19th? No, June 18th. So this is 17th. Tasha with 12 from Indiana. I didn't even know she had that many. Cardoso had 10, Jonquel 10, and Reese 10. Those were the top five. Let's see. Team stats. Teams. Rebounds. Washington. 36.3%. It just shows me. I don't know if they're going to show me anything for her individually, like a video. Yeah, I have to say something. I'm not being loud about it, but I just gotta, I'm not gonna let, I'm not gonna let, I'm not gonna let Kiki, be ignored in that. She continues to average, believe what, 9.9 rebounds. Apparently it says nine. She's, season leaders. She's fourth, so she's been consistent. She's been consistent. Yeah, I see the stats, bro, but I don't see no video. What you talking about? I'm sorry, I don't see no video. Good morning, Kayla. Good morning. What's up, Ruby? Then click under six, orange under 6 rebounds. Well, what if I do that, Tulip? Does that show me a video? Because that's what I'm looking for. What's up, Brazil? Everybody saying hello. Good morning, all. Good morning. Yeah, yo. Like I said, Kiki got 3 more games against Angel. Uh, to pick it apart and to determine, like somebody jumped in my chat now. You guys said Angel's better. Okay, well, you made that determination. You made that you made that determination without hesitation. Like it is, like that's what it is, and it ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna be like we're not gonna see anything else different from it. I mean, Angel's like got a lot of our versatility, but I think Kiki has a huge upside. I think she's stronger. I think she's more skilled. I think if coach wants to focus on stopping Angel, or having that one-on-one, having her guard her one-on-one, I think that would have to be within the structure of the defense that they come up with. Personally, I'm trying to find what you're talking about. See the 6. See her name is in orange. But I gotta give Angel. Angel was cooking last night. I'm super proud of her. Super proud of her. But like I said, Kiki got that. I was surprised. I was surprised. I think I found it. I was surprised at the fact um, that Angel popped her in her face. Like, I don't know if you guys caught that. Anybody catch that when she stopped her from taking off down the court, and knocked her right up in her face. And I was like, so I think Angel is aware that that's her competition. So now that they're both in the East Coast, yeah, I know Kiki, and I know how she plays. She ain't forgot that. She ain't forgot that. It was 5 minutes, I think. Then I got back. I wasn't watching it at the time, but I remember you mentioning it. Yeah, I think Angel is gonna have to be on her toes and ready next time around, because it's gonna be It's gonna be a different. It's gonna be different, honey. It's gonna be uh a different, a different take, a different situation the next time they play. Because if coach doesn't know, if the coach doesn't realize it, then he needs to realize it. Like that's who you need to stop is the injuries. Okay, so I think I found it. So let's see if you guys can take a look. I'll do it a couple of times so you can see it. I think this is the play. I didn't watch it beforehand, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's nah, this can't be it. This can't be it. This is just one of the rebounds. This is not the rebound, but let's see this play. This is not the rebound because it was an impactful play that was at the end of the game. Let's see why they showed this. Let's see. It's calling for it. Shakira shoots it. Kiki gets it. Gets tied up. Okay, well here we go. Here's the fourth quarter. Woo! Good job, Keeks. 7 minutes and 40-something seconds. Good cut, Sony. 71-70. This might be it, guys. This might be it. Let's see what they're doing. Ooh, Shakira block. Kiki with the ball. Dribbles down. Good ball handling skills. They didn't give it back to her. I think Sony wanted to, and she would have ordinarily, but the defense was there. Missed shot. Put back. Boom. 26 seconds. 26 seconds. Score 75. She scored that. 75-72. This was right here what I was referring to. This is the impactful rebound. Kiki being aware that it even pissed Angel off because she wasn't where she wanted to be. She snapped the ball down. Watch it closely. Boom. Let's go. Go back from the beginning. Can I go back? Will it let me go back, y'all? It happens so fast. Let me go back further. Gotta go back further. Don't let me do that. Right there. Boom. I'm gonna go back a little bit further. Come back about right here. So this is 28.6 seconds, 75-72. This is to steal it. Let's see. So Sykes, air ball, rebound, put back up. Right there, ain't mad. That right there to me was at 75-70. I know, Tulip, you are, and that's hey, that's okay because that's I gotta learn. Like my degree is not in this, even though I did some video production editing really wasn't my thing. I did try to do a little I do like on Instagram a little cap cutting and I did a little Canva. If I wanted to really take the time to do it, I got too much stuff going on around here. But cutting that up or even taking that video and just probably saving it and somehow doing a video without talking to you guys is something I've done before. But what you just showed me, I'm gonna go to a WNBA a little bit more website to get some of the things that I want to talk about. But for me, that was an impactful play to seal that win because it was a comeback win, like RC said. It was a comeback win for the Mystics. It showed, even the it's important because the last 8 spots, he laughing at me, baby. They'll be laughing at me. The 8th spot is going to be important, guys. Yeah. Some people were saying that the WNBA the site wasn't well put together. Like I never poked around at it, but now that Tulip just hooked me up, I'm gonna poke around in it a little bit more and see if I don't get flagged with what I just shared. I think that might be a little something we could fool with. a little bit more and talk about it and pull things for, pull things from. As I learn to navigate and try to get on a level with some of my brothers that are out there doing their thing. But you guys watch the games with me, and I talk about it and I describe it in such a way that you guys are able to keep up and visualize what I meant. But now that I know, kind of like that was interesting how you said to go to the orange, go to the person, go to, because I can remember stuff or I can take notes during the game. And actually, if that's how I'm going to find it, then a rebound or a score or a steal or something that was impactful, and that's how I got to pull it up. Boom, that's what we're going to do. So that's the thing. Most people aren't willing to poke around and break things, if you will. Basically, Brazil, that's really like how you learn, right? It's really like how you get in there and you are able to dissect things, right? And because these websites, a lot of websites, I just remember even at my job, it's like we have websites that we never really, people, there's a team of people that get together and come up with how to make our job easier. But, boomers like me, because I'm a baby boomer, we get stuck into doing things the old fashioned way and not using AI and not using shortcuts and things like that. And we make our life a lot harder. And so other people that are more millennial-ish and all of that, y'all get in there and poke around and find out little back doors, a way of doing things and shortcuts, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So Tulip, thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Also, Ball for Real, who comes into my live, he did a video this morning. And he did a video this morning, and he pulled up a Katie Smith. I don't know why. He didn't really say why he was doing it when he has it on his website, but he pulled up Katie Smith. And I like to talk to him when I see him, because in his thinking, he did some highlights on her. And anytime I see Caitlin Clark, let's switch topics. Anytime I see Caitlin Clark and I see some of her fans say, "Oh, you just don't want a white girl. You just don't. You just never seen a white girl do this. You never seen a white girl." I always think about Katie Smith. I always think of Katie Smith when I think of her, because Katie Smith came around along the time and made the 3-ball like popular. You know what I'm saying? The 3-ball came along towards the end of my college career, and it was there, but not a lot of people have perfected it to the level that I think Clark has taken it. I think Clark's maybe range is different than most. You know what I'm saying? She might be in a 1 percentile that would take a logo shot, because 1, you don't want to be embarrassed shooting a local shot. 2, you don't want to get snatched out of the game, which would have happened in my day. 3, you don't want to take that chance and it's not a high percentage shot. Okay. So Katie Smith was a player. I think she played for Ohio State. I could be wrong. It's been so long because I didn't get to really watch the video, but I seen a couple and I said to myself, "Yep, there she go." And she was a Caitlin Clark of the day, Katie Smith. So check it out. Check out Ball for Real. Go to his site and tell me what you think about. Put yourself back in the day when Katie was out there doing her thing. Okay, so at work, as long as the databases are backed up, I'm like a gremlin eating after midnight. What do you say, Brazil? Tulip changed the topic. He said, Sophie gotta get a suspension. Here, let me ask you guys something. Does Sophie need a suspension? And what's the difference from what Marina did to Clark, Miss Floppy? Off ball, dead ball, stepped in, hip checked her, body checked her, whatever. What's the difference of Marina doing it and Kennedy doing what she's doing? But Kennedy, or even I'll take it. I'm gonna leave Marina out of this because Marina, she She got to be doing what she's doing because it's like it was a reactionary. It was like, okay, well, you Sophie, you protect Caitlin when I'm protecting JC. It's the same thing. What Sophie did is, and she has a history of doing it. Why does she get to stay in the league, but Kennedy doesn't? So Kennedy's issues must be off court. It must be something that we don't see off court. Because if we're solely going to talk about the two incidences and the two type of players, Sophie has way more egregious incidences than Kennedy Carter does by a mile. Like I remember the Sophie girl way back giving Asia in South Carolina the blues. Like I couldn't stand. Like I wouldn't even want to. If I don't even know. I wouldn't even want to go and play against Sophie and her team back when she was in college. It was so hateful in there. Like I can feel it through the screen. Like I would know, like, you know what, I'm not even ready to play today. This because I'm gonna crash out. I'm like, I'm not gonna be. It's like it totally taught them temperance. It totally taught them self-control. Because Lindsay did a good job. If Lindsay got thrown out, then good for her. You know, the game's over anyway. But to keep her off of her teammate like that, and nobody's there to grab her, I feel like I crashed out. I had to go and delete everything off of Twitter because I got juvenile with it. I was like, somebody needs to steal on her. Like I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. It bothered me so much. What you say? Sabrina been on here, okay. For the last two games, 30 plus score. You don't know, she's gonna get votes. Wody, she's gonna get votes. The difference is privilege. Wody, all popcorn girls been shaking the heat and it's on high. Saab, Alicia, I think Alicia Gray should be in the conversation. Yes, I do. Making yes. Sophie did nothing wrong. She tried to wrap up the fast break to prevent and then one, but the Sun player flop. Wow, Malcolm, do you really believe what you just said, bro? Did you really believe what you just said, Malcolm? You all you gotta do is grab the ball. She had enough time to do it. You really think she tried? Why would you want to, Monka? Why would you be up 17 points at the end of the game? And you don't. You play basketball, Monka? I'm interested to know this. You're up 17 points and you're trying to prevent a pass break. Why? Let the ball go to the hoop and get out the net, Monka. You're in the lead. There's no chance of them coming back. You can't possibly have defended that play. Because it wasn't even a play on the ball, buddy. Well, you can't possibly. Come on, bro. If Sophie did nothing wrong, then you have nothing to worry about. She won't get suspended and anything, or anything, or be out the league in a couple of years. You see that move in the NBA 1,000 times. Nah, Monka. If you see that, and you're gonna see the same reaction. If you see that move in the NBA, you're gonna see the same reaction that we just saw. Ain't nobody gonna let that go, buddy. Doesn't make it right, and it was not necessary. It was cool when everybody was beating up on CC. CC overreacts, okay, and she talked a lot of shit. Yesterday, you got a chance to see CC talk shit. You know what she said? I can do what I want to do. She knows it. And then you know what else she did? She got off the court. Her coaches are trying to get her to come to the bench. She turns around and ignores them, goes out and starts feeding the flame. For what? It's not a rivalry game. You're not going up for the WNBA final. Why are you acting like this about a regular game? And I don't. And yeah, like I tried to say that the Mississippi State team was clumsy, that they foul a lot. JC fouls a lot when she played defense. But do I think she actually intended to poke somebody in the face? Or I don't. Because I think her arms were just flailing. What's her name? Caitlin Clark goes from side to side like this a lot. And she's going like this. She reached for the ball way up, nowhere near. She got hit. You get hit. I got slapped right in front of a ref. trying to pull the ball. I looked at the ref like, you gonna let her do this? Slap me. In fact, didn't call shit. I didn't crash out and go beat the girl up. You just keep playing until you finally get the call. You understand what I'm saying? So Caitlin better get used to it. People are gonna follow her. You gotta guard her. You just playing basketball. These shows would justify female girls pulling out a 45 coat, just like Trump. I don't want to see two black women fight, but two blonde women is allowed. But I think Marina needs to come back to Chicago. What say you, Tula? What do you say, Tula? July 15th, Marina will draw blood. Might as well, because the Fever are going to the Commissioner Cup, and they're so excited. This was all her. Like, I saw the press conference, a part of it. Cece dropped the whole media persona. She's talking like who she really is. Check it out. Go back. Her stuff. They so Gardner's here. They're so pumped right now with the BS. Like, she's let it all, and I like it because she plays better that way. And I knew she didn't have a great season last year, in my opinion, because of that. Hold on. Let's stop right there. I gotta agree 1,000%. You know when CC is wrong because she'll say, "Don't make it about more than basketball. Let's just talk basketball play." Exactly. So she beat up on one of the last place teams, and she's celebrating, which is an embarrassment in itself. So I want to see her do this to the Aces, to Seattle. I love to see her do this to 18 in Phoenix. I gotta see and Kalia Copper. I gotta see how your big bad girl reacts to a team who can get just as physical. And we already know Ryan Howard ain't having it because the Dream are trying to make some noise. So it's definitely a double standards because Kennedy got no love. And everybody knows that Sophie's a dirty player, and we've learned to accept that. We learned to accept it to a degree, but don't justify them. Can't wait till Sophie meets Kiki again. I don't think Kiki wants that in her reputation, but I think if you bump up against her or you challenge her, then it will be that. I don't think that she wants that to be her reputation. Need another hip toss, but Sophie won't try it. She'll pick on. Yeah. No, Clark will pick on somebody like smaller than her. She always picks on people smaller than her. If you notice, just keep paying attention. But I want her to be feisty. I want her to be tough. I want Clark to continue to ball out. She's happier that way. The league is better for it. But if they're gonna call Sophie Cunningham the enforcer, but call what guys? They wouldn't call anybody else an enforcer or some other black players. See, they don't. This is the implicit bias language. And I know you probably say implicit doesn't mean unconscious. This is implicit, meaning they implicitly use language that's microaggressive towards African Americans. Okay? So it was very thuggish of them. And I get it. Because if it were my team, I'd be like, yeah, we're going back at you and woo, 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 woo. We're gonna but their behavior is like, well, you did it to us, we're gonna do it to you. If we keep this up, the league is gonna be full of this. until they get control of it. Another thing is, I don't like the way Stephanie White didn't take an accountability. Everybody, the coaches blaming the refs. Why don't you get control of your players? It's like a parent saying it's the teacher's fault. It's the teacher's fault. How about you? How about you raise your child to behave better? Why is it up to the refs? Where are the coaches? These players don't respect the coaches. They do not. If my coach said sit your butt down, I sit my butt down. She just walks past them, snatches past them. Like that kind of behavior is what I don't like with her. That's the behavior. The privilege, the self-entitlement. I don't like it. Nobody can talk to the girl. Buddha barely could talk to her. My issue isn't Clark being a crash out. I like the spikes. Issue is she acts innocent. Yeah, that too. Makes her out to be always a victim mentality. Always. Always. Tina Charles caused straight. She didn't even do anything. She didn't. Woody, do you actually call out racism or biases when it's against black women? Because I'm starting to wonder, does he too? All platforms, if they're thugs, what is Sophie? Don't use implicit language like thugs against them when it comes to black players, and then you use enforcer for white players. That's called implicit bias. You understand? Sophie is the biggest thug in the league and has been almost for a decade. She's been that way since college. I have more sympathy for anyone coaching, and they will get fired because CC gets a reprimand. Yeah. They're still being biased. They wanted Angel and Rikers last year. Send Sophie Butt there. Exactly. And that's the difference. The implicit and disproportionality and how African American play. And then we cry. This is victim. This is a victim. When we stick up and show the differences, then there's a problem. Last night it was white on white crime. Black women, we ain't got nothing to do with it. It was white on white crime. We ain't got nothing to do with this. Lindsay caught her straight because she had to step in and get that girl off her. Because by that time she had neck, head, hair, everything. My difference is Angel. I don't think I've ever seen Angel take somebody, wrap them by the shoulder, and throw them to the ground. I just don't. I just can't recall. Maybe somebody who's followed Angel a lot longer than I can tell me, but I don't know of an instance of that. There's still be what did you say, Reddit? I don't like seeing black people act that way. That's how the stereotypes get formed. But if it's two white people, my inner self is fine with them making fools of themselves. And you just gave me material to troll fevers with. Okay, what's that, Brazil? What's the material, buddy? Somehow Tina got a text and got ejected when it was a snowball fight. Somehow the black woman always gets strays. Always. It was white on white crime. It was us. It was white on white crime. It was like, stay back, ladies, stay back. I remember Angel did messed up stuff to Camilla. She pulled her hair one time. And they apologized. They're over it. She got her hand. Once she felt the hair, and then she did. And she did something effed up to Kiki yesterday. But I'm talking about straight up, grab somebody and throw them to the ground. Like my girl. And the reason that Kiki did it is because you got to pay attention. Look, I'm a rebounder. I used to play the center in Forts early in my high school career because we didn't have any tall players. And it gets so physical down there. And she was wrapping her. I get up, and then in college I got in with the big players. You catch me down there getting boards. But she was wrapping. She was about to wrap her arm. That's why Brittany Sykes shoved her, because she already knew what she was trying to do. Interlock her arm. Sophie's a black belt. She played with her. She looked like she played with her brothers. Tackle football. And she knows all the dirty stuff. I seen Clennette Pearson pull out Tina Thompson's shoulder down there and yank Candace Carter's shoulder out of. Candace has had surgery on her shoulders. Down there pulls Candace Parker's shoulder out of whack. So she felt the arm bar coming, and that's why she was about to pull Kiki down. That's why Kiki said, "No, I'm gonna finish you off before you do me." I already felt it. You could feel it. when it's about to happen. And that's why she did what she did. So, but all you saw was the aftermath, and you didn't get to really fully see the angle that what Kiki felt, because Kiki has never done stuff like that. So I know it's not really a part of her game. Snowball fight, snowball fight, guys, snowball fight. Camilla took that hair pull out of Flau'jae when she body slammed. Camilla had to go to therapy after what she body slammed Flau'jae. That's why she's not crashing out as much. Oh, I heard B Will said Angel punched Kiki. She did. She punched her right in the face. Why do you think Angel did that? She hasn't did any dirty plays in the W4. It was just a reflex. It was kind of like, not making excuses, but she knew Kiki was about to sprint down the court, and she kind of like popped her back. And but the way she did it, it was all up in her face. Somebody should have caught that. It was not cool. I was not cool with it at all. I think it threw Kiki for a loop. It was just came out of nowhere, really. And the play was already ahead, and the way she popped her back, like girl, back up. So she's just trying to act like a vet in the league and do some dirty shit, and she did. So I ain't so and Angel's my girl, but Kiki's my Kiki's my protege, and I want to stand by her because Angel got enough pub, she got enough publicity, she got enough game. She's in it to win it. She don't need another fan. I gotta stand by Kiki on that, and I gotta call bullshit on Angel for that. It was a basketball play in the sense of a dirty play. Um, didn't get caught. I don't think a ref. I think the trailing ref should have caught that, but I don't think they were skilled enough to catch that. I hope Angel doesn't do anything like that anymore. I hope she doesn't become a habit either because it wasn't cool. Too many overlapping games last night. It was so much. It was so much going on, guys. Last night there was good stuff going on. Dallas won with Gino present. Paige scored about 20 points. It was. I mean, they beat my Valks. I'm very disappointed in my Valks for doing that. I know there's been some changes. I didn't realize Salome made that much of a difference, even though she didn't really play aerial powers last night, from what I could see. Um, she played Tiffany Hayes a little bit more. So her bringing all these different people in uh, to get them time and stuff like that kind of threw my bounce off because you lost to the last place team. I'm not happy about it. You're sitting up there in seventh place, losing to the last place team is not a good look. Just because Angel is a vet doesn't mean she doesn't do that. Come on, guys, gotta let the nurse in. Okay, so let's see. What are you guys saying? Let me go back up a little bit to catch what y'all saying. Um, Trista, if you guys ever follow Trista or Rachel, whoever, like online, I got mad at some of the replies, like comparing Kiki, or not Cece, to MJ and Kobe mentality and all. I'm like, where did you get the behavior that you see in Kiki and Cece as compared to where did where do you guys get her comparing her to Kobe and Michael Jordan? I want to just put it on record. Stop comparing her to Kobe and Mac Johnson. And the two men that I'm going to compare her to that had nothing to do with their her being white. It has something to do with her non-athleticness, and not non-athleticness in a sense of being able to jump high and soar in the air. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Because you got to be athletic to play the sport of basketball. She has athleticism, but she's not an athlete like these freak of nature's athletes. Okay, stick to comparing Caitlin Clark to Larry Bird, and with this newfound behavior that she's got going on, and these hateful fans compare her to Danny Ainge. That's you heard it here. I compare. She's Larry Bird and Danny Ainge. Tell me what you if you feel me, if you know what I'm talking about. And Larry Bird, great guy. I love Larry Bird. And it's not a put down, but don't compare her to Michael. And there's too many players out there that if you want to compare her to a male and a mentality, don't do that. Don't She ain't no goddamn Kobe or no Michael Jordan. She Larry Bird and Danny Ainge. CC ain't no smoke. She flops when you breathe on her. She flops when you breathe on her. Tulip said. I missed the Angel play quarter. Was it? Tulip. It might be when she pushed her in the face like that. When she pushed Kiki in the face. Damn. I'm gonna have to tell you later. It might be the second or third, somewhere in the middle. But it was cold. It was like she was. She popped her face. It might have been the third because I think Mystics had the ball going in to the left, going in that direction. So it might have been the third. I was watching Dallas when Juice said they're fighting. They're fighting, so I had to flip back to Connecticut. Yeah, yeah. Because all of a sudden I had flipped my channel and I was like, "Are they showing a replay from earlier?" No, it was like crazy. It was like the snowball effect. I don't know why you use snowball. I don't want to get it, but it's snowball into this big what Sophie did underneath the basket, and it was all these players, and then I was like, oh my god, what just happened? Tulip, it seems Cece want to stand up for herself, but her friends, she tried to throw a punch. That's the thing. She throws a punch, she throws her mouth, and then she runs. She shoves, she puts, she was like, get out of here, like JC. She treats JC like she ain't shit. That's how she act. Like you don't get to talk, you ain't nothing. That's the attitude she takes. And if that's cool, like, okay, you ain't nothing. I don't know. It's just different. When when Angel does a snarly face or she does like what would you ain't that it's different. It's a different feeling that comes off of her of just like, oh, you got all that talent. You got all that talent. All you have to do when people are like pushing and shoving on you is like she did when she scored in her face. You don't even have to say nothing after that. You don't got to say nothing after you did it. You set it up. If she's beneath you, you don't have to talk shit to a player that you're more talented than. You look stupid. You already just let if people gonna keep pushing and shoving on me, I'm gonna keep scoring on you. Just let your basketball do the talking. I'm so mad I missed the Sun game. Imagine if they gonna watch the stuff at the moment. It was sickening. I couldn't even take it. That girl pushes and shoves and elbows sneakily and then flops. See, Tulip don't get past Tulip. It don't get past real ball. It's not getting past any of us that play basketball. It's not getting Wody. It is. I don't think you played. I can tell you couldn't have played basketball. The stuff she does, and the people who justify her for doing it, I have to stop and think like, damn. Like I just told you, I love Angel. I have merchandise of Angel, but what she did to Kiki was wrong. It was wrong. It was really wrong. It was really wrong. Like they say, what you did to Camilla, Kiki, Angel was wrong. It was really wrong. But you don't hear that with CC fans. Damn, this thing, you know. All right. The one time comes to mind is weirdly trying to get under the whistle. The one time comes to mind is weirdly trying to get a under the whistle hard foul for Tosh Howard when she was playing the refs didn't call the push. I don't know who you're talking about. Staggering the games would be better. Yeah, we've talked about that. I think it's because the NBA is playing right now that a lot of this got, we did, plus we gave them a break on Monday. But unless you work for NASA, you don't have enough monitors. Miss Starlight, talk to you. Hi, all. I think it was just a basketball play. I don't think Angel realized she hit Kiki. You know what? You know what? That's my girl. Like I said, straight talk. That she knew she did it. Go back and watch her face. She looked dead at her. She knew what she did. She had to reach. She had to turn around to do it. So I can't buy that. The ball was already ahead. There was no reason for her to do what she did. She literally was trying to, and even if anything, Miss Straight, you cannot open hand. I played in college when the open hand, putting the hand on somebody stopped, and they made us do the arm bar. I was there. I played when the transition stopped. I'd rather you have your hand on my hip because I know who you are. I can spin off you easier. I like hand checking rather. I don't need it for defense. I don't hand check people. I'm all about using my legs, using the slide. But you know what I'm saying? I might use this way. I might put my hand this way to kind of hold you, but I never like tried to hand check you. But if you hand check me, I'm gonna burn you. I love you to hand check me. Hell, some people have two puts on their graphics and graphic monitors PC. Don't know what you're talking about right now. Well, you might be right. Straight Talk didn't see it. Nah, she's not. I'm sorry. Straight Talk. I don't. I'm sorry. You got to go back and watch that again. Broadcasters make the final call, I believe, and the broadcasters were terrible. They were just feeding into it and saying all kind of wrong stuff. Yeah, they can have them same day, just a different time. Okay, Tulip, don't know. Remember the comment and then rebutted it in real time. They probably Juju was calling Cece before she ever played a game. Juju, they was calling Cece before she ever played a game in the W. Michael Jordan and the W. Now they call Juju to Michael Jordan and they was calling no, they weren't doing that shit. They was calling her Magic Johnson, Milky Way. Remember? It was Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. And they said Juju was the Michael Jordan. Juju's game is way more close to Michael Jordan. Compared to Brent Berry, I like Brent Berry, bro. What you mean? Salute, Juju. 100, Danny Ainge. You got me, bink, 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 bink. You feeling me, bink, bink? You feeling me? And that's not even a bad. That's not even a. That's not even a diss. First of all, yes, Danny is sneaky and he's dirty, but the boy was bad. He was bad. I think the man scored like 50 points in the game before. So I'm not dissing her, but her game is like grounded on the ground, sneaky, getting into scraps with everybody. Danny Ainge. You heard it here. She's Danny Ainge and Larry Bird. And Danny Ainge is not, and I didn't even compare her to some slouch. Danny was a badass. I thought it was later in the game. I think it was later in the game, the Kiki Angel thing. They said she'll be dropping 30 each game on the WNBA players. Okay. It's called throwing a rock and hiding your hand. It's typical of people with Cece's personality and elite arrogance. Perfect. Hi, Juju in chat. What up, Camilla? Yeah, people who play basketball are not. We're not fooled. When you play basketball, you're not fooled by this stuff. Half of the urban, half suburban will be seen. One arming it since it was a child. Yeah, one arming it. Let me scroll up. Tulip, I didn't watch it. Juju Euro basketball started today. Okay. I did kind of catch what you were telling me, Tulip. I think it was you telling me. I did see the under 16. I'm ready to see the older kid. Did you say that last year? Because I haven't heard anybody say that, Political Ill. She's a Danny Ainge mantra. Yes. Yes, sis. I didn't even know you said that, Political Ill. That is Danny Ainge. And it has a lot to do with the energy that and the arrogance and the little thinking that don't back down. Well, you know what, Annie, you know what, Danny's a little bit tougher though. Danny will fight. That's the difference. She don't fight. Larry and Danny stand on business. Cece don't. She run. She stand on business. She played this split mental game with her white fragility and causes people to see color, causes people to think she's a victim, stuff like that. I only heard people mentioning it last night. I haven't been on Twitter. It's probably now. It's not even a big deal on Twitter. They're not even going to really show that. Yes, but I did say plenty of times last year. But I remember error. I didn't even know that. Hold on. Give you that Twitter that shout out because I didn't even know you said that like that plenty of times last year. That's cool because I definitely see it and it just reminded me of an ugly era when it started to come down to like the fans and things like that just acting up. It started to become a racial thing again. It's not the first time. 60s had it, but you know, Larry and Ainge, they stand on business. They fight. They actually physically fight and stand. And Danny didn't back down for nobody. But she play off of the like Political has said, throw the rock, hide a hand, extra flop. What did I do? That kind of shit. So yeah, the master of the victim games. She gets everyone to play along, but that's the white facility. Same thing. They got plenty of people hurt during the Jim Crow. Absolutely. Coach White is great. Something about Coach White pissed me off last night. She blames the refs. She takes no accountability for her players or the game. She actually kind of like looked at Cece when Cece was talking, like she's like, "Yeah, girl, talk your shit." Like They think they're doing something, but they don't understand the playing field is not level. It's not level. If you want to play, if you want to get, I don't mean physical. If you want to play down the track, you want to play the trash talking. You want to play the let's like some hardball. You really want to get down like how we would do if there was no officials here. You want, trash talk. Let's play some ball. Let us be able to do the same thing you can do. Let us be able to play the same style that you're playing. See, I played on an all-white team. I know about the tripping you when you try to take off running. Defensive putting their arm on top of my shoulder so I can't leap up on a rebound. All kind of stuff they do. I've seen it. I know. And it's not to me, but to others. The hard screens, okay, moving screen, back screens that are legal. All that stuff. They some dirty ass players, I'm telling you, bro. She's coming up under you before you can come down. I got that a lot from other teams. For players that can't keep up with me, they're not as athletic as I was. They low bridge me, all kind of stuff. Was telling people to watch out for Janelle since last. You talking about Salone? Julie, we having too many conversations, y'all. Stay on topic. Julius welled on Larry Bird. He sure did. He got sick of it, and you know how calm and classy Julius is. If Julius had to do that, it was because he got sick of him running his mouth. Magic did. Everybody did. Jordan, everybody. Because that's what she does. She does this little slick stuff. You're not on the court. You don't hear them. I know people who are on the court with her and have been around her that know who the real she is. So a lot of reactions, you're like, dang, why are they reacting like that? She's just a sweet little old Polly purebred. No, she's not. And you're going to see it. And just in pure fashion, like I said, Trump and Elon Musk, I said their personalities are going to clash. They're buddy now, but they're going to clash. She's going to clash with her fans, and you're going to see it. A lot of her fans are walking away already. They see it, and they don't like it. She's pushing the agenda of the lynch mob mentality. Yes, I have to say that is true. It's getting close to it. Cece is a John Stockton, including never winning a ring. Never winning a ring. I thought Stephanie was going to have an effect on Cece, but it has more of an effect on Stephanie. It's wild. I seen that too, Carmela. I saw it too. I'm just like, can we talk about the basketball game? Can we talk about the fact that we're going to the Convention Cup? Yeah! But you want to ignore all the chaos that you just caused on the court. Because if you had to put your hands on JC, if there was a foul, what JC did, and they missed it, they just missed it. Okay? If they call it, they call it. Take your ass to the line and go shoot the free throws. Or take the ball out. There's nothing we can change. Keep your face out of the way from her hand next time. I don't know. But you're talking, I thought they were going to talk it out. Like, come on, like, da-da-da. And then when she was like, girl, like, you ain't nothing. That, I saw the whole freaking, that's why Marina came over there like, what you doing? And Coach White is playing a game too. Absolutely political. Stephanie White, you playing into this BS too. She's pushing for bias for her players by claiming it's bias against her players. Ain't no bias against your player. Matter of fact, let me tell you, ain't no bias. I don't even think about the Fever. You're not even in the top 3. I'm not even thinking about you. The league's not thinking about you. So why is there a conspiracy against your team? Why? For what reason? What reason? And Cece's the coach and the damn GM. Get control of her. One player leaves the bench to go rally a crowd. And we're not even in a championship. Juju, please, they know the playing field isn't level. It's not leveled. CC and White knows the media fans, the ref have her back. Period. That's what she said. I can do whatever I want. Well, we can see that. We can see that. It's not cute. This is going to wind up damaging the league more than it helps. They're doing it, and it's underhanded stuff ahead of the CBA to undermine players' leverage. It's sad. It's sad. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. That song came to mind for no reason, thinking of that scuffle last night between the bunnies and Dr. Umar's voice. So why don't white crime it was? Milky Way, that's the reason CC made it known. I can do whatever I want, right? That's what I didn't even see you say that. What up? What's good, Zoe? What's good? What's good? You can come up here if you want. I didn't even know you're here. I've been getting distractions in my house. You guys can come up here if you want to. I'm just trying to unload some things off my chest right now. Like, I didn't even want to get into this conversation, but I'm just reading what you guys are saying. I just hope the fans at these games don't get involved physically. I'm afraid it may happen in India, of course. People don't even want to go to Prince. They don't even want to go to the All-Star game. So it's going to be a white snow bunny crowd for sure. The Power is trying to reposition whiteness to rebrand the league, and the FIBA organization is leading the charge. Wow, that's going to take a whole lot to do that. A whole lot. I heard someone commenting on the Power where CC said something to JC to slow it down. Oh, yeah, we tried to read her lip and they came up with her saying, I can do whatever. Yeah, that's what I said, Wody. You late. I've been saying that all night, all day. The real question is, why didn't they get a tech for the initial push on JC on the dead ball? Should have been ejected. Why, the little push? Because she blocked. You can clearly see she was flopping. If you're talking about Marina, she blocked her. She blocked her on her way over to get JC because she pushed JC. So she walked over there to like say, hey, stop, what you doing? That ain't nothing. She's rallying the crowd to push the white supremacy agenda. CC ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing nice. She's not helping the league at all. She's not helping. It's not about basketball. What happened to better record differential points 2 for 2? I'm not sure what that means. Camilla. Announcers always said point differential matter, but suddenly it was H2H to let the golden team to the final. You talk about the commissioner. Was that a commissioner cup game, you guys? I thought the commissioner cup games were over. Wody, is there a difference in the fact that she says she can do whatever she wants? She wanted to seal the envelope. It was a 2-part comment. Okay, got you. Thank you. I think if they caught what you meant, then cool. I just feel what happened to Erica Wheeler the other day where McBride got upset for her scoring a point. I was like, she's doing that because it's a commissioner cup where nobody really does that at the end of the game type of thing. I mean, Kobe never believed in that, but it's like you can do whatever you want, but it's just kind of like etiquette or common courtesy, I guess. So we get it why Erica was scoring. My thing is this: as long as here's my rule as a coach and as a player, you got your starters out on the court, then I'm going to continue to score. You got to surrender. You got to surrender and tell me, like, hey, call off the dogs. We get it. You won. Then take out your players. The All-Star game is going to be a Klan rally. I would go anywhere near that place. The political climate is coming out in sports. It is. I wouldn't even go in that area or in that town anywhere. Like, because you got to go eat. You got to go do things. So I wouldn't even be there. And that's what they want. So it's gonna be the CC show because it's an indie, so it's gonna be her show. So get ready for that. It changes context, to be honest. Politically, are you going? I'm glad I did purchase tickets. Yes, Juju. That was a calm cup game. Okay. All this time they said point differential was the tiebreaker to separate teams with the same amount of wins, but suddenly they changed it to head-to-head. Because I thought that New York had the win or New York had to lose and Indiana to win, something like that. I saw what the differential was to make the Steph should be thanking refs and Kathy doing them favors. Steph, Kathy doing them favors. Indy is not the place for the W, nor is Boston. Also, the tech I was talking about, CC initially pushing JC, that should have been in tech. So CC should have got 2 and thus got ejected. Right. McBride was out of order. She was practicing politics of control, microaggression. Who the hell is she to tell her don't score unless I say so? Man, I don't know what I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what got. I don't know if you want to say microaggressions because she's biracial, but I think the Lynx, they got a superior attitude. If that's what you mean. And, they got this elitist attitude. And so she felt like, how dare you do that? Like you lost. She can do what she wants to do. You can't go shove somebody down. The first thing, because Erica's cool people out, the first thing I'm thinking is like, she's just doing it. Like, I don't even think she thought about it. It was just kind of in the flow of how things, were going. And I think like, yeah, you got it. The more points you score, the less you hold the opponent to. It all matters because like point differential. If it comes down to a tie, you're gonna be what are we gonna be looking at? You feel me? And so that's probably what she was hurrying up to try to do. So for Kayla to do that, she had a meltdown. She tripped out. Melo said it's fixed like a mofos. CC and JC battle goes back to college, right? CC doesn't like JC's defense because she locks her down, period. It's unwritten rule not to score when you won the game in the 9 seconds, but Mac overreacted. Yeah, but it's unwritten that if you don't want to get scored on, like, I don't know, take your starters out. Dang, McBuckets McBuckets was acting a fool, straight up, man. Did you hit that sub button for me, DJ? Appreciate you. Appreciate your comments and participating in today's discussion. Originally about the WNBA, the Sky and the Mystics, and did Angel have the more impactful game than Kiki? I think I use that word on purpose. I skewed it a little bit because I wanted to emphasize the impactful rebound and board that Kiki got at the end of the game to seal it. And although, I think Kiki got the boards, the average that she gets, she didn't dominate Angel. Angel was doing her thing. She's a rook, but to even be brought up in a conversation with Angel says a lot about Kiki. I don't want to see people of my content creator friends starting any kind of shit between Kiki and Angel. Don't do that. Don't do black women against black women. It's not that serious. Not in that way. Not in that way. Give Kiki her flowers because she came in here hooping. She has a polished pro skill set. She has a set of mechanics that Angel doesn't have. Let's just keep it a buck. Angel's the baddest rebounder I've seen in years, but she's not polished in her mechanics that have to improve, and it's okay because she's got raw talent. Okay? Kiki's a more polished pro ready player in that position. That's my opinion. If you want to talk about it, you can come. We can have a panel and I can explain it. But I think you know what I'm talking about. So both women are fantastic, beautiful black women that I'm celebrating and appreciating for both. Okay? So just know they got 3 more games left. I hope that Kiki can improve against her. But also keep in mind, like I said, Sydney Johnson's defense of system may not allow her not to switch. You know what I mean? Not to fight over screens, to stay with her in that fashion. Now, if he sets it up that way, then maybe you'll see more of. I like, them going head to head like that. Tula plays not when points matter. Not when points matter, Tula. No, that's the point, Juju. Initially, they were scoring last-second points to improve point difference, but suddenly, W noticed Fever's point difference and Wade would blow. They changed it. Come on, Tulip. What do you mean? Okay. What do you mean they changed it? You can't change it as you go along. Please don't tell me that. Is that true, you guys? What Tulip is saying? Because now you're talking. Because I don't like when people say that the stuff is rigged. But now I'm starting. Man, man, Fever. Oh my gosh, I'm cool. When is our rival coming back? I'm so cool. Oh, I'm so cool right now. Please don't say that. Carmelo, the amount of points she put on JC head, it seemed more like JC Sheldon is like Lance Stevenson blowing in. Okay, so she got the best of her. Good for CC. Political little word up. I'll go to All Star 2026. Me too. Political, but they didn't matter because Kathy changed it to head to head. Oh, topic. Oh, she changed it. This is really what I see you guys. What you guys are talking about. The bottom line is Kiki won. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. That's the point. Yes, indeed, I've subscribed. Thank you. I'm more of a listener. Okay, got you. I like you participating. That's cool. Woody, JC frustrates CC, and I always has the fact that you don't know. Okay. Okay. JC frustrates CC, and I've read that. Okay, thank you, Juju. Kiki and Angel are both good players, and the future is bright for them. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. I'm not saying nobody didn't say that or anything like that, but don't do that. Obviously, the rest of the league didn't get the memo. Diminishing isn't cool. It isn't. Look a little exactly. Did you win or lose? That's the point. That's the point. And how did you impact the win or loss? If you know, I don't mind. Like, I got into a debate last year about Paige and Juju, and I kept saying Paige is going to guard her. There's nobody else to guard Juju. She'll take time between Paige, KK, Shade if she gets on a switch. Everything I said came to pass, and a brother came to me and said, "You know what? I apologize. You were wrong." Right, and I'm not trying to be right or wrong. I'm trying to get you to get to the reality of things. That when it came to the Trojans, Juju doesn't have to go on Paige. It's not that she doesn't want to, because when she did, she ate her up. She couldn't even shoot in front of her. She comes flying out to help side, or she was one-on-one with her, and her own coach was like, "You can't be Juju 1v1. It's just some things are just is what it is." JC can harass, she can contain, she can try to contest. She got burned. It's not like, okay, so CG, it's stupid. It's like, why would you celebrate that? Did you do that? Did you do that to Ryan Howard? And I don't mean Ryan Howard because she's black, because she's bigger, and she's taller. I don't mean that. I'm talking about if I'm the best in the league, as CC is supposed to be, if I'm like the baddest shooter in the league, who's the best defender in the league? I want to go up against them. That's the only time I'm going to really celebrate. It's like I showed you the best defender was against me, and I took them down. Everything else and all that trash talking you doing and all that stuff you doing in JC, what you doing? You got too much talent, CC, to lower to that, and pushing and shoving her and get out of my face, and I can do what I want to do. Who does? Nobody talks like that. Nobody says I can do what I want to do. except for somebody that knows they got the keys to the kingdom. Milky Way said, win or lose. Political, nah, they got it. And the W made it clear how it was going to be determined. 2 days ago, they changed it to head-to-head, eliminate the best record and differential points. Wow, changed it. Wow. Double checked. Announcers always said point differential was the tiebreaker, and then suddenly became head-to-head. Kiki will always be seen as better than Angel across the board, especially in the light of systems they play in. Angel plays in a losing system designed to stifle her growth. I hate that too. Man, I hope that changes for real. I mean, he doesn't have much to work with. I don't that whole put together. I'm trying to think like what did they see and what they were putting together. That's a whole other topic. But I'm like, whatever it is that he saw and what he has, it needs to start happening. Okay, it needs to start happening. It needs to start happening soon because you're just wasting her baby years. But that's okay. She got a lot more years to go. The tiebreaker has always been either the best record and or the differential points. This year, as 2 days ago, the rule to change. Tulip, if she's so great, why do they have to cheat for her all the time? Answer that. Answer that question. Answer that question for me. Same reason they had to change the rules for Michael Jordan. Because his style of play didn't match with the physicality, definitely of the East Coast. Houston, hard ball doesn't lead to rings. That's why. He'll probably win it because of the refs. There he is. We was looking for you. Jacob was looking for you, D. I'm looking through it. The Fever is the only one who didn't lose Commissioner Cup games. Every other team did lose, even the Lynx one time. Oh, really? Is that what happened? So that's how come they're in it. Okay, good for them. And maybe this will be something that she can finally win. And she's going to bite tooth and nail. I'm not going to say the refs are going to give it to her because apparently White and Fever organization feel like, I think that's a bunch of BS that they're putting out there, that everybody's against them and stuff like that. I think they're just throwing out smoke and mirrors because they don't want you to see just what just happened, how the point differential and all that. But they didn't win. I don't think they needed to do that if they won every single game. So they didn't really need anybody to cheat. So explain that to me a little bit more. It's hot out here. Just 3 more visits and I'm heading home. Okay, got you. I know how that is. Political ill, hoping Fee will be back by that game. So they play the Lynx soon. Okay, cool. Lynx lost to the Storm. Storm lost to the Bucks. Liberty lost to the Fever. Aces lost to the Sparks. Fever only unbeaten in Cup games. Wody, on all platforms. Fever did lose. What you mean? Fever did lose. They lost to New York, bro. Come back, Wody. I do. Now that I'm thinking about it, what are you talking about? They lost to New York. That was a Commissioner Cup game. I doubt it if that happens. The league will hold her out if they need to. If they want the Fever with that cup, they can just hand it to them. It's the same thing. They might as well just hand it to her. Ryan, I just discovered this podcast 2 minutes ago, and I'm going to listen to an honest conversation about women's basketball, or is it another podcast where race baiting is the top of the day? I hope you're not. I hope you're surprised too, because I don't like the race bait and stuff like that. Ryan, stick with me. Hit that sub button. I don't like the race bait. But I want to call it spade a spade. I am going to try to discuss what I saw factually, what happened. But please, everybody, stay away from the race bait. I don't like that. If it's not about that, but it is about, I always talk about culture. And I talk about culture and what teams or what's their culture about, or what is happening between and with players and with their organization and with their team, with their coaches. So there was a lot to unpack last night. We kind of already did that. Wody, Liberty are both 4-1. Yeah, they're 4-1 in the Commissioner Cup. Liberty have a better point differential by 18 points over Fever, but Fever beat Liberty, and suddenly it became head-to-head. So, but the head-to-head, they're 1-1, right? Offense always gets the flowers. My mistake, I found it. Yeah, they're 4-1 because you sat there with me on my panel, I think, watching the game, and the whole get down between Tasha and Caitlin. Boy, ain't no way you siding for Fever over your Liberty, and they say you're a Liberty fan. You're not a Fever fan. I found it. It was back in on the 11th. Didn't see it until I'm in the standings. The Valkyries getting all the best available players. They just signed for it. Did they? Did they, Carmella? Good announcement. Good announcement. Somebody was just talking about Bree Hall. But again, Political Ill, what's up with the Sky? Why didn't you get Bree Hall? The Sky is being paid handsomely for putting together the raggedy roster. They were never planning on going anywhere but the bottom of the pack. Okay. Chicago needs to do something. She went after Bree Hall. Wow, that's crazy. I've been telling people the exact same thing. Ari is still a bit. And watch, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks, because the Bucks lost, Salome and different things like that, and they won't move. They won't go get anybody. What's wrong with the Sky? Ari is still available. She's back. She will go back to the Fever. She's declining all other teams. Could be some under table business, allegedly. I didn't know she could decline. Exactly. If she was so great, why she get more help? That veteran dude from the BA. Podcasters can never beat the allegations. It's always going to be black and white. Indiana men's team don't have any problem in the NBA and the WNBA's team is always accused of some bullshit. Hey, Ryan, but do you remember when Reggie Miller's house was burnt down? Because he couldn't get past somewhere. He couldn't get past what he needed to get to the finals and the playoffs. It's okay. Let me tell you something. I learned something the other day from my godson, who's a PhD in anthropology. He explained to me that blacks and whites and purples and greens can be racist. But racism just talks about being able to look at the differences between races. And there are differences. We're all not the same. Okay? We're just not. But when it becomes evil is when one system of power oppresses the other by way of discrimination against or prejudice against another based on skin color. And if a system or system or a race of people have more power in an organization, being like you got more whites at the top where it all matters, where decisions are made, then there can be a system of oppression because there's more whites, there's not enough representation, and then there's less blacks, and there's no representation. So there can be a form of racism that takes place because it's always brought up by a Fever fan about us, black women. I played basketball, and I came out of time before there wasn't a WNBA. I was already like a year younger than Cynthia Cooper. I didn't go overseas like her. So I got to see stuff from the 70s all the way up as a child. And if I could do a story on it for you and show you certain things that took place that even Paige Beckers is talking about, you would understand it a little better. But I don't want to do that because I don't want to discourage you. I want you to hang around, hang out, and just listen because I usually just talk basketball. I'm really trying to stick to basketball. My chat is taking it somewhere else. I think the Indiana Fever will win the Commissioner's Cup. I'm not high on the Minnesota Lynx. By the way, did they struggle with the Vegas Aces, Las Vegas Aces for majority of the game without MVP Asia? What about Chicago? But what about if Asia comes back? Will not Asia come back. I think Minnesota, I think Nafisa's sick or something like that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Nafisa out or sick or injured? So the Commissioner Cup is going to be, the East Coast is going to be, it's already decided that New York won't be in it and that the Fever will, and we're trying to decide, and we're trying to figure out on the West side and the West Coast side who's going to be in it. Why would the Aces be in it? Oh, you're just saying they struggled against the Aces. Okay. Carmelo's, as a veteran, she absolutely does. Carmelo, Chicago, is doing what they need to do in order to line their pockets. Jeff isn't willing to waive Maddie, that's why. Or they could have signed Ari or Bree. Chicago's not going to bring any player that will move them towards winning. That is not the objective. Kind of like, maybe kind of like the objective isn't like that with the Cowboys, they say. Think about it, Juju. LA just picked up Shea and Grace Berger. No way they picked those two ahead of Ari, because since Ari did a whole training camp with LA. Yeah, but I think Ari wasn't available. She has to wait 10 days. She had to wait 10 days, and I don't think the 10 days were up. I don't want to blame Tyler because he didn't cause the turnovers. I just feel like he messes up the momentum. That's so much. Yeah, that's what you got to blame him for, rotations and substitutions. And if you see, when I saw Bantam coming that dang on game the other day and shoot an air ball, and immediately I was like, I wish he'd take her out. And then I kept watching. I looked up and she was out. There's no reason with the momentum of this game. Is there any way you're going to come into the game off the bench and shoot a goddamn air ball? You just couldn't have done that. And that's the kind of stuff that he has to stay on top of. Who's got it and who don't. The way the games are set up and the travel in between, there's no time for recovery. Okay? It's a lot. These women don't play like the NBA. They don't play the fourth quarter only. They play hard first, second, third, and fourth. So you got to be able to, as a coach, manage minutes, load management, know how to know when somebody is huffing and puffing and need a break, have somebody else ready to come in. You got to be skilled at the players that you put on the floor together who may not be fully there, that day and not at their best. If they're not at their best, then you got to go with somebody else. If you're not come to play, you're not feeling it that day, which can happen. You gotta sit until you figure it out. The WNBA is racialized labor market and always has been. It's no different in industries. Juju, congrats on the 500 subs. Thank you, Tulip. You peeped that out. Again, by the way, you can get super chats and memberships now. Okay. I think I pushed something, but I can't see it pop up. So thank you. I was really trying. One day I had been talking to some of my folks on Twitter, and what I've asked people to do is when you join my channel, if you don't mind, share the channel on your social media, because I know you guys, pop into the other brothers' chats and stuff like that. And I just, come by and say hello and come by and participate in mine as well. We all in this together. There's no competition. There's no, they got way more than I do. I'm just trying to peek my head in it and represent as a woman, like the game from a perspective that I played in and that I was participating in. You feel me? So I didn't even, thank you. Who gave me that? Wow, this is crazy. You gonna make me cry. You guys gonna make me cry. Who gave me this? Oh, Milky Way. Oh, wow. Thank you. And he says, hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate that, Milky Way. Wow. You're my first. I don't have anything to go. Bah, 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 bah. I got that little tool, but I don't know how to set it up. So you guys are watching me in my infant years, okay? I'll be here for a while. You guys are watching me in my infant years. So it's crazy because Berger got in last night for the Sparks. I think she had like 0 points. I don't know why they let go of Ari. Some things we just don't know because we're not there. We're not, in the locker room and stuff like that. This things has to do with chemistry and fit. So I don't know what that's about. But Fee is still hurt. I need people to start paying attention to who Tyler tends to bench. Okay, Tyler will bench the player who is cooking the most. He loves doing dumb rotation. Milky Way, I have to agree. I don't know what that's about, but I kind of see that. And he almost did it the other night because I thought he was about to do something when he had some people ready to check in, and I was looking at somebody that was hot. And I was like, I wonder if he's gonna pull out. And he did that time. So I said, let me keep watching. But I've seen that before. What about Dallas then? Dogs too. So many teams needed hardships, and none of them took Ari. Tulip, I don't think they really need Ari in the Valks. We good in the point guard because Saloma's going to be back, but we got, and I think Van Loo too. And so we cool in the point guard spot. Straight Talk said maintaining a false persona is very hard. Therefore, CC narcissistic personality is revealing more. Where's DeWanna Bonner? She's out for personal reasons. I will be subscribing to your channel. I've enjoyed your content. Okay. Thank you. Because I like the feedback. Like if I've been told like I know my stuff, this and that. That's what made me do this because another content creator helped me out, mentored me. Also, another one had suggested that I join and have no problem. People tell me I know my stuff. I should. I watched it for like years now, and I played it. And I've seen the best in the game in person play in the women's game. From Cheryl to Coop to Diana to Maya, Candace. Like I live in Los Angeles, so I watched the best of the best come through and watch Candace in person. Detroit Shock, I seen all of them. Like name a player. I've probably seen them play in person. Or I probably, if you go back a little bit further, pick up with them. Especially a lot of the Sparks. So thank you. I appreciate that. And I thank you for the super chat as well, guys. Like. Thank you. Now, championship game for the Commissioner's Cup is Minnesota and Indiana. Okay, so it'll be Minnesota? Okay. Yeah, because they're number one. And I could look it up, but you said it, so you got it. But yeah, it's not all Tyler's fault. And Jeff did sabotage Tyler, but what's the difference between Tyler and Teresa Witherspoon? Teresa wasn't she like? Did she have a better record by this time? I know she had different players, but Dallas and Valkyries are going after height, and it appears they're going after height. They're going after players that play in transition. If I was a coach right now in the WNBA, I can't have more than one or two players at the very least under 5'6". Under 5'8". I need 6 foot and above guards for the length and the speed, and just as long as they're athletic, can guard the smaller players, got speed, can shoot the midi and the three. I just need taller players. I can't Bulk sign, Breha. How do you feel, Juju? Oh, the bulk sign. It's great for Breha. Great for her. And I think that I'm glad to see Natalie do something like that because Natalie wasn't playing with any rooks. She wasn't playing with any rooks. And I hope Bree stayed ready. I hope she stayed ready. She's gonna have Leticia. She's gonna have a former Gamecock with her to blend with it and have chemistry. I hear that the Gamecocks have great practice habits. At least that's what they say about Sanaya Fagan. I think she'd be great. She'd be great because we need that perimeter defense. But I want to see Bree to get her three going. I want to see her get her three. If she get her three going, she can play anywhere. What up, Nature? Thank you for your comments after my videos. I appreciate it. I'll be reading what you're saying. You got great takes. No way I'm picking up Caitlin Shin over Ari for a couple of inches in height. Different caliber of players. Ooh. I don't know, Tulip. I just told you Ari was pretty solid in that system. I don't know how she would be in the system of the Valks. Caitlin already knows what's popping over there. She's been there, the first couple of weeks. And in San Francisco, Asians are we're about diversity up here. and she has a fan base already, huge. They already were buying her jerseys. You know, the young lady got a national championship. Like they like her, so she might fit in just well, right? Back with the Falcons. Tyler's a puppet. He's not being allowed to coach. He's following Jeff's orders. That's why he was hired, because he was controllable. That's so sad. That is sad. That is what I want. Angel and Camilla to try and force a trade. Oh, what? Straight talk. You came with the hot take. Straight talk. Already? They've been there 3 years. I don't know about that, guys. What do you guys think about Straight Talk? What Straight Talk just said? Wow. Damn. Wow. Some of these teams are falling before 10 active 10 active. I can't read if it's falling or failing. Let's see. Falling before 10 active players on the roster, and therefore can sign harsher. Below, maybe you meant below 10 active players. Contract that lasts not that long. Got it. Kiki Irvin is a dominant force. Talk that talk. I was just trying to say. I was just trying to give my girl some appreciation. That's it. Don't forget to share this channel with your friends and family. We can help grow this great channel. Thank you, Chicago. In Chicago, we don't always agree, but one thing we do agree upon is to support one another. I try to get around a lot on everybody's. If you got a channel, I try to pop in. I like watching other people, listening to your takes when I have the chance, and also just whatever your takes are when you post on social media. So we got to support one another. You know, that's the thing. Like even right now, don't forget to vote for the All-Star game. As much as I just pray everything goes well at this All-Star game, and that it's everything for the All-Stars that it can be. Okay. Vote for your peoples, y'all. But just vote. Just participate and vote. Juju has lost her super chat virginity. I did. I did. I can't stand to it. I can't stand. Okay, political answer to straight talk to you. They will either go and have great careers or stay in an unstable system and have their careers stifled. But one thing they will not do is change the Chicago Sky organization. Oh. So I guess we're not going to have Angel in a Sky uniform for the rest of her career. That's crazy. Hey, B. Will. Thanks, Wody. Thank you, my brother. So, you funny. Thank you guys for the super chat. This is my first time today getting super chats. Like, this is crazy. It's fun. That's good. That's good. Well, y'all the ones that make the channel popping. Cause I it's your channel. I want you to feel when you come in, you can be heard and you can talk. We can discuss things, and I can see where you guys are coming from. You're taking. Sometimes I learn a lot. Like Tulip been helping me with behind the scenes stuff. On air, you got to bear with us if you try to help me in between navigate and learn to sim. I'm such a boomer. I'm such a boomer, y'all. Kiki Irvin will win MVP. I think she could win MVP in her career. I think Angel definitely gonna get MVP. I really think Angel could be a 20 and 10 person. I'm serious, you guys. You know that already. Hey Zoe, hey Prince, you'll get there, Auntie. Thank you. You got my support. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. That means a lot, Prince. Y'all got to check out Zoe. I'm sure you guys already have, but Zoe. Once I kind of caught on to where Zoe was coming from, I was like, this is the kind of thinker. IQ basketball person that I can relate to because I can visualize everything he's saying. And then he brings me up on some of the language, like I didn't know DHO, man, dribble handoff and all that. I was like, just say dribble handoff. But now I'm starting to get the acronym of stuff. And I was like, yeah, dribble handoff, But it's different things that he talks about. when he sits and studies the game from a perspective of, as a player that played at a high level. I totally get what you're saying. I totally can see it, and I totally like match my IQ with yours. Um, and I also just want people to know too, like when you cover the games, remember that you're talking about the women. And it's not, we play with a higher IQ and more pure fundamental than the men do. A lot of it is doesn't, and there's a lot of athletic women. Don't get it tripped. I've seen a lot in the league. I remember Deanna Nolan, and there's a lot of players that got that athleticism, but we don't play above the rim. So you got to talk. You got to come at us with. You got to look at our game from a different perspective, and you'll appreciate it more when you're looking at people talk about Kelsey Plum, but Kelsey Plum got a high IQ. If you watch her dribbling and you watch how she pauses, I can't even break it down, but she's a very smart player. Just know that. Just know that. I just want to use her as an example because I hear people put her down a lot, but she knows what she's doing. Like she does this thing that I do where you hop up and skip, you hop and skip, and you go, and you don't know when I hop up, you don't know what I'm getting ready to do. You don't know if I'm going to hop and go left, hop or go right, hop or come at you. It's like little thing when she does this little thing. It's like we're both from San Diego. It's so I don't know how to do with San Diego, but she got this California thing that cracks me up. Honestly, I think Washington Mystics will make the playoffs. I don't think the Chicago Sky will make the playoffs. I just don't see it unless the teams. I mean, Angel and Camilla yesterday is like bump what Jeff and Tyler are trying to do. When the skyscrapers get that get the going and Ariel, they can do a lot. You only need about 3 players, but they can do a lot enough to get to the playoffs. They don't need to get to the playoffs to make anything possible. But the Valks being there and them not, or Washington and them not, I'm kind of like, whoa. What's that all about? Teaspoon got done dirty. When you look at what's happening right now, I think she got done dirty. For the Khalil, I think he's one of the biggest issues for Chicago's Sky team. The general manager. Yeah, political. She know. She talk about it all the time. She know. Teaspoon was not controllable. Marsh is following the GM's orders to the letter. I think that's what Sides wasn't trying to do everything. Lynn Dunn was. So Lynn was like, if I go, she gotta go. But Lynn Dunn was like, your time is up. So you don't think that they won't fire Tyler at the end of the season? I don't. Ooh. Tell me what you guys think. That Chicago was Chicago. I don't think they will. Jeff likes Marsh because he's a puppet and he's a man, I think, too. Spoon had backbone. Leticia balled out yesterday. I know. I saw that. I still don't know why the Vox waived her in preseason. She was cooking. She was. So political, you think this is more about control rather than winning? So if they don't win, but he's loyal like a puppet to the general manager, his job will be secure. So who are they making money off of? If they're not about winning, are they making money off of Angel? Is that what they're making money off of? The organization is simply committed to controlling the team, players, coaches, and they are about committed to winning. Okay, but why, political ill? You can't throw that out there, honey, without, for me, telling me why. Is it about putting money back into the owner's pockets by the fact that you got a superstar in Angel Reese? Chin is a solid player. Gino's kids do great, and Chin is loved by the city. That's what I said. Carmela, I'm from the Bay. I'm right here in the Bay right now. Totally what you just said. I'm telling you, should have my. No, not have my team. Quarter of my team in high school. Well, probably now my current high school is probably all Asian. What's his realistic record? Like a realistic record for the Sky, or is it too unrealistic to even have expectations from the political ill? They will hold and dispose of him at the proper time. Apparently, fines are coming for Indiana Fever. the Connecticut Sun players over multiple altercation in yesterday's. Thank you. So Chicago, do you think that they go back and look at the film and then they can issue things accordingly or like get it right? Is that because I think that's what happened last year when Angel walked away, she waved her hand like whatever to the ref and he ejected her. Gave her another tech, but yet CC came walking all the way to the man like and he gave her a tech. She walked off the ball like she was about to rage out on him. Play was all dead, everybody was going to the bench. Here she comes. I can't understand that a player that the coaches can't control that. Like, how did you let this monster become like your second year league acting like that? It's crazy to me. No trade talks yet. Totally agree, political. They're going to put the blame on Tyler when it all falls apart. Oh yeah, I kind of thought that nature. You said before, and I said that's why I be trying to help y'all out because I do it all the time. Like sometimes I put something down. I'm like, that is not what I wrote. I thought you meant below 10. Yeah. The record is insignificant. Money being made and control is what this organization hangs its hat on. Always has been that way. Wow. Totally agree, political. So as long as the team is financially benefiting, they won't make any changes. Wow. Link to vote. Here's a link to vote. HTTPS www.WNBA.com/all-star/vote. Please, please, please. Hey, B Will, thank you. Please, please, guys, don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. Thank you, B Will. You guys are so. Whew, you guys are something else. And it's not about the money. It's just the thought that you would do that. Your hard-earned money would do that. That's so funny. People, you funny. He said, "What's you're funny." I definitely voted for this thing every day. My votes have been consistent. Angel, Reese, and Camilla, and Kiki, and Paige, and Gabby, Ariel. Oh, yeah, Ariel. I didn't have Ariel in there. Okay, and Sonia, and Ryan Howard. Wow, Chicago, you shared yours. You shared yours. Wait, so you got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 backcourt. So what is Gabby in the backcourt or in the front court? Salute, Tulip. Tulip says salute. Salute. Exactly. I was trying to sign up for your membership. Do I have to do something for that? Because I got a membership? That would be a blessing. That would be because it does something to the algorithm when y'all do stuff like that. So that's cool. And then we can have membership like just members talk, right? Facts, Juju. I forgot you didn't set it up. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. I gotta set something up, huh? Dude, y'all be patient with me. I might have to get on somebody to help me with that. I don't think I set that up. I don't think I don't know to do that. Or I don't know. I'll go back in and check it out. But they only have to compete against the less talented team for the 8th spot. Yeah, but check it out, Nature. You say less talented, right? My vows were in 7th, right? And I was bragging about them like getting as high as 6. So they go and they lose to Dallas yesterday. So I'm like, you say like they only have to compete with the less talented, but hey, Connecticut can get down if they want. I mean, the less talented are Connecticut, Dallas, right? Chicago, Washington. I think those are like bottom 4. And at any given time, one of those teams can be, a team, especially like when the best players of other top teams are out or something like that, or the Euro players go and leave to go play Euro ball or something to that effect. You feel me? But I'll be honest, going back to the trade, one day, I don't know what it is. And it was so funny. I heard it the other day that the New York players and organization they like Angel. And Angel had this outfit on, and I seen it the other day, and it wasn't. It was a color. It had some colors in there of New York, but it wasn't a New York jersey before the draft. It was a cute little outfit she had on, and I said to myself, I said, I wonder. I said, you know what, New York might be a team for Angel one day. Like I said, I could see that. I really could see that. It's a big city. You know, she's a big city girl now. She's a big city girl, brand and everything. Like people just hate her, but the girl is bad. The girl is bad. She could be in New York. She could be a Big Apple girl. Yeah, Teaspoon was done dirty. Jeff's goal is to change the culture. Teaspoon was building because his interest is in, and that's what I'm saying. It's about culture. It's about building a culture of winning, right? Building a culture of excellence, building a culture of a standard that uh, that if you come out of college, you hope that you can go and be drafted to them, or that you can play for this organization because that organization is so professional and so solid in their decision making and their choices. Um, they're about whatever needs to be done to win and to develop players. Like I would be the type of player like, well, I know I need to develop my handles. I need to develop. I'm short and 5'8". I'm probably gonna have to play the point guard. So, but I know if I go play for Teaspoon at Chicago, she's my height. She played the point guard in the WNBA, and then Olympics and things like that. So I know she can help me develop. Like that's the type of when you speak of culture, what's the culture about over there? You know, is the culture about centers? Is the culture about developing, not mine, taking a bunch of players and waiting their time out to uh, get a bunch of number one draft picks, and like Minnesota did years ago. Wait your time to become a dynasty. We know they're making a lot of money off of Angel. I think they're making a lot of money off of Angel. That's what I think. This guy is absolutely exploiting Reese. They always exploit their star players and discard them, and go check their history. Now I had everybody. Sylvia Fowles got the hell out of there. Uh, Elena Delaban got the hell out of there. Uh, Capia went back to Chicago where she's from. She didn't like it. Tiffany Prince, Lainey Hamilton, Courtney Williams, Kalia was just, you saw her face. Candace was real professional, cool about it, but she knew, she was like, I gotta do this because it's my city. You know what I'm saying? But she knew. I think Jeff and Tyler stay together or equally get fired. Just like the T-Bows did in Washington Mystics organization. They got the right people over there. I think lady's name is Johnson, I think. And then Jamila Whiteman. They got it going on over there. With the good coach. Yeah, the league can review. They can review for infractions and suspensions. Okay, thanks, political. Yes. Okay, so we got to keep an eye on that. Chicago, come back. You gotta keep me posted on that. I'm not sure about the merchandise sales going part and the owners, right? Could be a thing. People will buy Reese merch, but they losing. Yeah, I'll buy her stuff. I can't wait to. I don't think the organization is gonna well, first they got to get the trademark right for the club about the me bounds. But if she ever come out with the me bounds, something sure I'm gonna get that. I think that is so funny. I think it's so funny. I'm like, why would you be upset about getting her own rebounds? Like I see the clip on Dennis Rodman the other day doing the same thing. I always knew Moses Malone did it. I think he used to do it on purpose, but I think Rodman was just getting hacked and fouled, and he was just playing so hard, trying to get the ball back up. It just happened, and he would chase it down wherever it went if it was off of him. So I don't understand what the problem is with how she boards. Gabby is under the front court players. Oh, She's on her front court players. Okay, so that's why she had her there. Okay. TT game was. You guys been watching Gabby Williams? How she been getting out? Wody? Yeah, Gabby balled out. Gabby been balling out. It's not to anybody's surprise, but apparently, like I've been hearing about her. CT game was close until the shenanigans. Yeah, until all the shenanigans happened. I mean, 14, 17 points is not. Maybe that's what they were upset about. The Bucks aren't less talented by the product they put it on the court. Legit. I already told you that. I could tell from the beginning. I think you and I are the only ones that saw the kid. You know, you could pronounce her name better than I could, but I could tell you that what Natalie was doing was the right thing. Head to the only matters is they end up with a tie, and nobody have the Twin Towers at the sky. Nobody. Once they start cooking, the A spot should be a piece of cake. There you go. Fines are on the way. Chicago said fines are on the way for a number of Fever and Sun players following Tuesday night's game. Annie from the front office sports. Got it. Got it. Jersey sales players benefit indirectly through overall compensation structure, not direct royalty. Okay. I'm so behind. No, let me read this faster, you guys. I'm sorry. Leaves this. Makes much noise. Okay. Oh, the league about to pretend they're not responsible for this mess. Totally agree. Head to head will matter in terms of desire in the playoff. In my humble opinion, nature. Is there a team that you think Chicago can beat that they haven't played yet? Good question. Agree. I don't think the WNBA wants that kind of pressure on them. Just throwing it out there. Pause. But check this. Check this scenario. Angel is from the DMV. How about a trade for one of the Mystics from Court U to a big city like DC? She said that she didn't want to play. Like, that's what I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can trade her for this. They can take Steph Dolson back. Steph played in Chicago. You can take her. You can take Aaliyah Edwards. Sorry, Aaliyah, I love you, but I mean, you know, I want to keep Shakira. Out of $200 million WNBA revenues last year, the players only got 9.3% because of the CBA structure. They're getting ripped off. Aaliyah for Edwards for Reese. Yeah, I have a feeling the Mystics would entertain Jeff P. would probably too. Yes. I didn't even know you were saying that. Jeff is the boy of the order. His position is based on nepotism. He isn't going any damn where as long as his bro-man's partner is the majority owner. Man, bro, shit. Even if Jeff makes zero moves, they can't beat any team in the WNBA right now. However, I fully expect more moves as the season continues in spite of what you might be hearing. I hear the rebounds. Mark is official. It's a brand. She's about to make money off a good job of show. Well, this guy on Twitter said he's a lawyer. He's a trademark. He's a trademark lawyer, and he put his little 2 cents in. He said that is never going to fly. So Edwards is not worth trading for, even Reese. Angel's worth far more. Well, damn. What do you want us to? What do you want from the Mystics for us to get? What do you want from the Mystics to trade? We're not giving you Sony, and we're not giving you Kiki. So who else do you want for this guy for us to get? Wait a minute. Yeah, for Reese. You want us to give you back one of the draft picks? Because they don't really need to do anything with the draft picks that Chicago gave up. Edwards is nature. Okay, logically, how many times have they been beaten in Liberty? Best of 5. I could see them in the playoffs, as well as I also want to see Kiki Eric and Sony in the playoffs. And here's the thing. Once I heard the Lynx get the Sky pick, I'm rooting for the Sky. I do not want to see the Lynx get the top 2 pick. That would change the WNBA for years. It did. I mean, when the Lynx picked up, from Simone to Lindsay Whalen to Maya Moore, then later they picked up Sylvia Fowles. They had got Bronson in. I feel like I'm missing one. There was a number 1 pick. She secured a dynasty. She would win every other year. But she took some beatings in the beginning. Seattle had to take beatings, losses in the beginning. Took my Sparks 9 years. Like, it takes time. So listen, guys. You guys have been fantastic today. I really, really dig coming on here talking to you. I guess I squeezed into a slot that might have been really good for you guys that are not on the West Coast. So whatever that time that I popped in on, it might be a good time that I got to figure. Nature told me I need to, and in so many ways, I probably need to set up and schedule the live screen. I think that's how political might help you guys better for me to do that. So besides watching games, I'll try to come and do some recaps. I know you guys like to hear me talk about that, and sometimes you just need to get it all. So the next thing I'm going to be looking at, maybe I don't necessarily know if I'm going to come up here and talk about it, but I am going to be watching some of the Euroball under 23, under 19. I got some Trojans in there. I've also been following the USC basketball team. All my girls are there. Card, Kia Milton, Diana Mendez, Kennedy, I think, is at the Euroball. Jazzy, I think she's also training. They're starting their conditioning. Juju wears a leg sleeve, you guys, so don't be shocked. She's really skinny right now, but she is rehabbing around the team, working. She back there she looked like her high school weight, or even smaller. She looks small, but she's like in good spirits, and I'm really happy for her. So imagine the Lynx knowing they could send that pick to a losing team for a pick swap in the Juju year. They would get off like gangbusters. Yeah, I think the class of 26 will be good. I think the class of 27 and even the class that Juju might be in the 2028 with Sarah Strom and Kayla Blakes. I think Camille Pierre, I think she's in the 2027 draft. It's gonna look good in a couple. It's gonna be looking really, really good, But I hear people like, get Juju to Chicago. No, leave Juju alone. If this is how the organization is going to be in 2027, don't send any of my prized possessions over there. Whether it be, Hannah, Betts, any of them. Betts is 2026. Madison Booker. Madison actually likes Chicago. I did hear her say that. Madison Booker likes the Chicago sky. So keep an eye out for that. She actually likes the Chicago sky. So she could be a good fit in Chicago. I don't know what you guys think about that, but yeah, it's going to go down. It's going to be super interesting with the next upcoming drafts in the next couple of years. And hopefully you guys will be sticking around. And hopefully you'll see me grow as a channel. Help me grow my channel. Share my channel. Like and subscribe. Tell others to refer others. Stick with me as I stick with you. And I'll be back tonight for the next games tonight. Hopefully you guys will come back. Chicago, come back with your news. I know you're keeping an eye on the infractions and the fines. Come back and let us know what's up with that, okay? I'm going to give you some lunch right now. Hope you guys will come back. Join me here with Everybody Loves Juju. 1-2 Talks Hoops. I'm your host, Juju. Peace.